We know for young people that being on social media can actually have a negative impact, that some people come off something like Facebook and feel really depressed because they've been looking at seemingly perfect photos of their friends and family, not realising the amount of effort that people have put into to depict that which isn't real. People don't put their dirty laundry quite literally on Facebook. They put their perfect curated photos themselves out. So it can make people feel negative about their own lives or inadequate.
One thing that we found was that we were spending 8 times as many hours on social media, digital channels and computers than we were actually communicating with the people around us. And so what we were discovering is that began to replace meaningful interactions, so the conversations that we might have face to face, those moments where we might pick up the signs that someone is struggling. To us, it's a big concern if they're replacing those meaningful moments. And so last year we certainly ran a big media campaign, both online and through traditional channels as well, to sort of encourage people to switch off and put some more time back into face-to-face. Another thing that often comes up, particularly around online bullying and things like that, are the impact that can have on people's mental health and well-being. And I think it is really important that if people do see these things happening online, that they educate themselves on how to respond and how to provide support to that individual who's going through that.
It seems to be, in some places, people are talking about 15–20% of high school students have experienced cyberbullying. And if we think of that as having more serious long-term consequences than other forms of, aggression, then that's something we really got to worry about. So regulation's really important, I think, in this particular area.
It's really important to look at all of it. We're not going to ban social media, it's very much part of our lives, but for people to understand how to use social media in a positive way to connect with people in a healthy manner, if they're finding themselves online too much, to try and take steps to reduce it, to recognise that what's online isn't necessarily real, but to work on trying to take steps to cultivate relationships that can actually have a really positive influence on them.